All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm low-key kind of frustrated because I made sure to test this before I left. I tested it the other day with this new stuff that I got. But yeah, like I was saying, if you remember, I used to do these live streams where I would like walk around and talk. It was kind of just like random stuff of just like me doing whatever around town or wherever I was. And I just called them live vlogs, but I discovered that that's like a whole thing like called IRL streaming, where people really do kind of just like stream in real life. So with that being said, I am currently in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. I'll explain to you guys a little bit later like why I'm here, but as soon as I got here, I was checking like the forecast and everything. I'm like, dang, it doesn't look too hot in Nashville because they had like tornadoes and things like that happened. But when I got here, it wasn't raining. It looked a little gloomy. It was kind of a bumpy ride coming in. Honestly, I don't really remember the flight because I slept for like 99.9% of it. But when I got here, it wasn't raining. But literally the second I got into the hotel, like it just started downpouring. If you check my stories on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that like people were like running to take cover. But yeah, I have this new action camera that is supposed to kind of make this live streaming experience a little bit more seamless, kind of IRL. It's a little bit more moving parts that can cause it to fail. So hopefully it's good this entire trip. So I'm here right now. This is what it looks like outside currently. I mean, it was like the visibility went to like zero because the rain just started hitting so hard. But I'm here in the hotel lobby. I tried to start this live stream before I came down, but I think just being inside the condensed walls and stuff like that, it didn't have a strong enough signal. But yeah, I am aware that there's a protest that happened everywhere around the country today, and obviously I wasn't there in Lincoln because I was coming here. But yeah, so I am in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm aware that there's a protest. Oh, it actually sounds pretty good. Like I said, this is a new way that I've started live streaming that I've never done before. So I have never been here before. If you have been to Nashville, Tennessee, please let me know where I should go, what I should do, what I should eat, because I'm starving right now, but I really don't want to go outside because it's clearly raining and I don't want to get caught in the rain. So I'll probably just eat here at the hotel. Freaking expensive, but yeah. I just saw lightning. Listen to this. So the more that I think about this, like driving into downtown Nashville, I was thinking to myself, like, what do people do here, right? Like, we obviously know it's the music capital of the world, they say. However, I'm just like, somebody said, are you still in a tornado warning? Yes, we're still in a tornado warning. Go look at my story. People were running to take cover. So the thing that I was wondering is, what do people do here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's like theme parks. I mean, there's music stuff geared toward music. However, it's just like, the more I think about it, like, Nashville could have been built anywhere. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, a place like this could have been built anywhere. And the more I started thinking about it, I started thinking about like Nebraska and like what we have and things like that. And I've just realized that the main reason why a lot of places are stagnant is just because of, I mean, poor leadership throughout the decades and throughout the years that don't see the vision to create an environment or a space like this, or, you know, people who think creatively. And so we have a lot of these like flyover states and flyover towns that people just don't know exist because there just hadn't been a push to turn those places into a place like this. you know, like, hey, we should do this or we should do that to try to bring more people here and da-da-da-da, and blah, 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 blah. Obviously, Nashville is much older than Lincoln, Nebraska is. However, you get what I'm saying. I don't know what the weather is like in Lincoln, so hopefully you guys are staying safe, staying cool, or staying warm. It's really warm here. But yeah, nice hotel. It's a nice Marriott hotel. I really try to only stay at Marriott hotels just because after I worked there and just the experience I've had in them, you know, it's just kind of what I'm used to. You know, there are people who only stay at Hiltons. There are people who only stay at, you know, other chains. Jelly Rolls, good night. Nashville, their food looks good. I'll check it out. I will go there. But it looks nice. I mean, like, you have the JW Marriott over there, which is a fantastic hotel. I love the JW Marriott. I stayed at one. I can't remember if I stayed there once or twice in Times Square, but the first time I stayed at one was in 2018, the first time I went to New York City and stayed in Times Square. It was fantastic. That hotel the JW Marriotts are so nice. And then we also stayed at one in Houston in 2023. And then you have the Westin over there. Stayed at Westin's before, also fantastic hotel. But yeah, I'm just here, just chilling. Yeah, I'm here. I am just... Cam, watching from home. Cam, you are actually watching from South Sudan. Please tell me in the comments what is going on, if you're doing well, if you're doing good. A lot of crazy stuff has been going on in South Sudan right now. And a lot of things I still have to kind of like research and educate myself on. However, I mean, it's back to the killing of civilians losing their lives. Please get photo videos if you go. Bunny XO went and did a food review on fire. Kelly, I will, if this live stream deal holds up, because I mean, like, look, I have a whole other phone that is connected to the hotspot. And then I have this phone, which is my main, like, private phone that I usually live stream from. Nothing fancy, iPhone 13 Pro. But this is actually an iPhone 6 that I got when I went to Africa the first time because I needed to have a phone with a different SIM card. And so if all of that holds up, I will do kind of a live stream of my entire time here. I like a lot of the places that I go to, I try to like film vlogs of it on my Canon camera, which is a really, really nice camera. When I went to the Webby Awards, that's what I like filmed the whole thing on, and it looks very cinematic, it looks very amazing. However, by the time I get home, like, I'm just ready to like move on to the next thing. Like, it's hard to sit down and go through all the footage and re-edit everything. And I just feel like this is much more natural doing things in real time through this action camera versus having to like, you know, drain my phone battery to do a live stream and not be able to use it for other things, right? Like if I'm doing a live stream on my phone, I can't use it to like look up other stuff. Like I can't close out of the live stream. And another reason why I'm doing it this way is this is able to go onto multiple channels. So right now this is on YouTube, both of my Facebook profile, my Facebook page, and also my Twitch account. It's not on the Jazari Show or on Instagram just because that's a little bit too much right now. So I really want to get this live stream up. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I think they locked the doors. But I'm curious to see if I can still open it. Yeah, they locked the doors. But yeah, this is a hotel. I'll give you guys a little tour. So you have the dining area, le manger, more sitting areas. Oh, they have a complimentary breakfast. I did not know that. That's good to know. Kind of a bar area here. More sitting areas. This actually looks really cozy. I might chill there later and do some work on my computer. More seating, TVs everywhere. You know, it's your... This is actually a nice couch. I would actually like this in my house. You know, everything is good. Everything is kosher. Got my slip-on shoes. These are new. $26 from the shoe department. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's raining and all, but Nashville is supposed to be a really fun city. Hi, hey Diana, my sister's watching. So we have family that used to live in Nashville like years and years, like years ago. And my sisters came to visit them. I've never been here, but it's so wild. Whoops. It's so wild to me to like come to places like this and then go back to a place like Lincoln, Nebraska, you know? Like, it's weird to go to a place with towers and skyscrapers and so much energy and life and everything that's going on, and then go back to Lincoln, Nebraska. Not that there's anything wrong with Lincoln, Nebraska, but, you know, can't one of you billionaires in Silicon Prairie, like, build a theme park, you know? Bring more people here, more people there. Get things booming a little bit more. He says it looks like, Cam says it looks like the Pyramid Hotel in Juba, South Sudan, which is another hotel that I've been to. I didn't stay there. However, it's like a nice, like, there it would be considered a 5-star hotel, but here in the US it would probably be considered your like 3-star, 4-star hotel. She said we didn't go anywhere but church. People gotta get out more. You know, times are tough and times are hard, but like, you know, I feel like we gotta get out and explore things a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point? I met somebody, a new friend, who was talking about how like he's never been on a vacation. And I'm like, you've never been on a vacation? Like, even to a place like Kansas City, like even just a couple hours outside of, you know, Lincoln? Like, people gotta get out and do more. I feel like we are all in this depressive state where we just don't know like what's going on. Obviously, you know, granted the world is kind of like burning down, but at the same time, like, shoot, like ride it out, like enjoy it, you know, while it lasts. Oh shoot, I keep dropping this other phone. But you get what I'm saying? Like, go out, explore, venture, do things. So this summer, one of my goals is, which was a goal last summer, but this summer, I really want to go on more road trips, you know? Like, I want to go to Colorado. I want to go camping and do things. Like, clearly y'all know me. I'm not really like a camping type person. Like, you guys see like what I do. However, you know, I want to get out of my comfort zone and go do more exciting, fun, thrilling things and, you know, go out and see God's green earth. So, you know, drive someplace, car camp, you know, get a tent, be out there in the wilderness, you know, enjoy nature. I feel like we all got to do a little bit more of that. We got to reconnect with, you know, the world. She said, bro, I was 11. So, yeah. Okay, so these are like 2 hotels in one. The other side of the hotel was like really packed full of people, and I like accidentally got onto that side because if you've been like, tried to start this live stream earlier and it like dropped. But yeah, this is where I am, Nashville, Tennessee. Count me in for my birthday, for our birthday. So one thing I really want to do for my birthday this year is go on a cruise. That's what I really want to do. Deanna, we should do that. We should do that. I've never been on a cruise. I've always wanted to go on a Caribbean cruise. I've always wanted to go on an Alaskan cruise. That sounds fun. But you know, I just want to go experience new things, new places. Honestly, I'm surprised that this hotel is not busier. Like the other side of the hotel was like really, really like bumping. Oh, let's go here. I'm gonna show you guys the pool area, which is clearly closed, but hold on. Let's go this way. Oops. Got people with their